is Maria Simon, and I come from the island nation of Kiribati right on the equator in the Pacific. I work with the Pacific Calling Partnership, which was formed at the Edmund Rice Centre here in Sydney. I work with Pacific Island migrant communities to increase the awareness of how climate change is affecting all low-lying islands in the Pacific. It is very important to me to build links between the Australians and Pacific Islanders to combat climate change. Kiribati used to be known as the Gilbert Islands. It's a small nation of 100,000 people scattered across 33 coral atolls in the Central Pacific Ocean. Our 33 tiny coral atolls are flat and no more than 2 meters above the sea level. Any increase in sea level will have disastrous effects on our country. We can put up sea walls as protection, but we do not have enough resources. We are getting more frequent storm surges. We are seeing changes we have never seen before. Certain parts of the islands in different parts of the country during high tides go under sea level. Our people are building more sea walls and structures to stop seawater coming in. People are finding very hard to live. Recently, Kiribati experienced a drought for 3 years. It was so bad that even the coconut trees and the breadfruit trees were dying. Also, some of the islands and villages have been eroded. Whether or not this is a result of climate change, but these are developments seen only in the last few decades. Of course, we only wish that our submersions will never be a reality. But even if they are not submerged, their ability to sustain life will be diminished. As fish is central to many economies and diets, people of Kiribati and low-lying islands will be the most affected as they have a very limited ability to develop other sources of income and food in the face of such climate. In one of our president's speech, he said, some industrialized countries might be arguing on climate change would hurt their economic growth. Sadly, I say no. It is not an issue of economic growth. It is an issue of human survival. Eventually, the majority of us Kiribati people will have to leave our islands. Climate change must be addressed from a viewpoint of human rights. What are we asking Australian government? Australia must take a lead in the Pacific region, promoting human rights as central to policies and action taken to deal with climate change. We need an international agreement on urgent and deep mitigation and substantial funds for adaptation and technology transfer in developing countries. In the future, as our islands become uninhabitable, the people of Kiribati will need to move into other bigger countries, but we want to move with dignity and respect, as skilled migrants contributing to the country. So we need to start now with education that provides skills to everybody, not just the lucky ones. We people love our country, and many of them would rather stay on the islands. So on behalf of these vulnerable people, please, Australia, we need your help by cutting your greenhouse gas emissions. Lastly, but not at least, let's work together as a team, and I quote from Minister for Climate Change, Senator Penny Wong, unless we act now, climate change will be catastrophic for Australia, Kiribati, and the whole world. Thank you. it is very important to make a changes in their daily lives, because as I mentioned before, that whatever they do in their daily lives, it affects the whole world. And with this earth, without this earth, we won't be existing. So it is very important to take action on climate change as individuals, not only the government. Don't wait and rely on the government. We all got to do something about this as individuals.